Hello everyone, I'm Dr. Ruchi Agarwal. I welcome you to web-based programming class. Today's topic is working with files. So let's discuss about file handling in PHP. File handling is an important part of any web application. You often need to open and process file for different tasks. Like storing data on server is especially powerful in web applications because it allows you to make data persistent, that is stick around between page accesses. Blogs, guest book, feedback page, all are possible when you work with files on the server. Some applications require data to be available for several executions of the program. For example, data on employees required by payroll application. Data used in programs have a lifetime only till the duration of the program. They are stored in the RAM and lose their value once the program terminates. So, until explicitly placed in the secondary storage devices, data kept in variables is lost once the program is terminated. So, PHP offers large set of functions for storing data permanently into the files and to perform manipulation like appending the data into the file, to delete the content present in the file, and many other tasks like creating, editing, uploading, editing files. So we will see one by one. So first let's discuss about opening file. Before performing any manipulation in the file, you should open it. So files are opened in PHP using fopen function. A better method to open file is fopen. This function gives you more options than readline function. The first parameter of fopen contains the name of the file to be opened, and the second parameter specifies in which mode the file should be opened. So let's discuss the different modes of fopen. First is R. Open a file for read only. File pointer starts at the beginning of the file. Second is W. Open a file for write only. It erases the contents of the file or creates a new file if it doesn't exist. File pointer starts at the beginning of the file. Next is A. Open a file for write only. The existing data in file is preserved. File pointer starts at the end of the file. Creates a new file if the file doesn't exist. Next mode is X. It creates a new file for write only. Return false and an error if file already exists. Next is R plus. Open a file for read write. File pointer starts at the beginning of the file. Next is W plus. Opens a file for read write. Erases the contents of the file or creates a new file if it doesn't exist. File pointer starts at the beginning of the file. Next is A plus. It opens a file for read write. The existing data in file is preserved. File pointer starts at the end of the file. It creates a new file if the file doesn't exist. Next is X plus. It creates a new file for read write, returns false and error if file already exists. So these are few modes that we use with fopen. And in PHP, fopen function is used for opening file, and if it can also create a file if it doesn't find the file specified in the function call. So we use fopen on a file that does not exist. It will create it given that you open the file for writing or appending. So fopen is used for opening and creating a file. Coming to fclose. Fclose function is used to close an open file. Like once you have opened a file and finished your task, then it is necessary to close that file. You don't want an open file running around on your server taking up resources. So fclose we will use to close an open file. So simply you will use fclose and in bracket the name of the file. It's a good programming practice to close all files after you finished with them. You don't want an open file running around, taking up your resources. Some some more data manipulation functions in PHP are also there, like rewind. Rewind function is used to move the file pointer to the beginning of the file. Fputs fput function is an alias of fwrite function. We have fprint, it writes a formatted string to a file. Then fscanf function parses the input from an open file according to the specified format. Let's discuss about more functions like fgettys. It is used to read a single line from a file. After a call to the fgettys function, the file pointer is moved to the next line. See here in this code, f my file, you are opening a file. File name is webdictionary.txt. You are opening in a read mode, and then you want to read single line from the file. So you are passing the file name, and then you are closing the file with the help of fclose function. Similarly, we have FEOF. EOF stands for end of file. It checks if the end of file has been reached. The EOF function is used for looping through data of unknown length. So like in this code, we are using FEOF with while loop. While not equal to FEOF, you are passing the file name. So until the file is not reaching the end of the file, it will print echo f gettys my file. So it is a looping condition that if it has reached the end of file, until then it will print. We can read the file using fread also. Fread, you're passing the file name and the file size. So before we can read the information from a file, we have to use the function fopen to open the file for reading. You can read from file opened in R plus, W plus and A plus mode. We have already discussed all these mode in the previous slides. So the fread function is used for getting data out of a file. The function requires a file pointer, which we have, and an integer to tell the function how much data in bytes it is supposed to read. So either you can mention in the integer form also, like fread, then file, you are opening file and you are storing in some particular variable. So the name of that particular variable, comma, suppose integer value you want to give. So if you will give suppose comma 7, so we have given 7 characters. Here you are mentioning file size. So file size is used to find the length of the file in bytes. You need to pass the file name as an argument to this function. So name of the file to read from, and the first parameter is the name of the file, and the second parameter specifies the maximum number of bytes to read. Suppose you want to search a record from a file, so for that also there is one more function, uh, preg underscore match, preg underscore match. So this PHP function is used to search a string and return 1 or 0. If the search was successful, 1 will be returned, and if it was not found, 0 will be returned. So its syntax is preg underscore match, and in bracket you will mention search underscore pattern, comma, whatever string you want to pass. So search pattern needs to be regular expression. So that is also possible when you want to search a particular record from a file. So we have already seen this. You are opening a file and then you want to read it. You can use this. You have to use this within PHP tags. You can use fwrite function to write to a file. So fwrite is used to write to a file. If you want to write a string or a part of a string to a file with the help of fwrite function, this function takes three parameters: the file handle, the string to write, and the number of bytes to write. If the number of bytes is omitted, the whole string is returned to the file. So first parameter will be the name of the file to write, and second parameter is the string to be written. Third is optional. So here we are opening this new file.txt in the write mode, and then you are storing in $myfile. Then we have one more variable txt, $txt. You are assigning some string, and then you want to write it to my file variable. So you are using fwrite. You are passing that variable name where you have opened the file, my file, and $txt. That string will be returned to the first variable, my file. If you want to remove a file, so you can delete a file by calling unlink function. So we are using $myfile variable. Then this test file.txt, you want to remove this. So simply you pass this variable my file, $myfile, in this unlinked variable. It will remove the file. Thank you. Have a nice day.